Hello, mate. You all right?
Can you see me?
Yeah. How can I miss you?
State of your glasses.
They're all right. I'm losing a bit of weight, so they look like they're getting bigger and bigger.
I should chop. I'm putting weight on, so I think we should swap glasses. How you been coping, mate?
All right. Yeah. I have some bad days, but that's the same. Even if I wasn't even in lockdown. So yeah, I've been all right. Yeah, been all right. You?
As little Freddie, as my little mate Freddie.
Yeah, Freddie's good. He's been good as gold. Yeah, good as gold. Sienna's playing up a bit. Yeah, good. You looking forward to tonight?
Harry Zero's starting. I know.
Yeah.
No one knows, but we had the lovers' tiff in it. And looking back, I know the way you are. You'd be sitting there and thinking, "Oh, I shouldn't have done anything." But looking back, I'm going to thank you. I'm going to thank you for pulling me up and having a go at me. I mean, since the dust has settled, I realised that you've done it because you care. You care about me.
Yeah, 100%.
Also, I admire you for having the balls to do it. Not many people would have had the balls to do it. I didn't realise how bad I was, my heart was, and since the show I've been fitted with a pacemaker. So
really,
spot on. And I know the way you are. I don't want you panicking, thinking I shouldn't have got involved. But I'd like to thank you for doing that, mate.
No, I appreciate that. I mean, at the time, afterwards, when I come away, I thought, well, it's not really any of my business. Do you know what I mean? I felt a bit bad, but then I thought, no, he's my mate. Do you know what I mean? I cared for you. I took a chance because I was with Big Dave Seaman and Mark Wright, and I thought, well, you know what I mean? They'll stand up, but they were doing their legs up when you went on. I was a bit worried then. I was like, whoa. One of them going to stand up and go, steady on, Razor. It's only Merce. But they were doing their lace. They were tucking it into their croissants. So I thought, oh, no, I'm in trouble. But no, that was the reason, mate. I was just like, I kept, we've known each other since we were 16. And when you said it to me, I was in that position the year before, and it's hard. And I still, sometimes I feel I should have minded my own business, but no, I just felt like I had to say something. I'm glad I did. I mean, I wouldn't have gone through the window, but I'm glad I did say something, because I'd have always sat there after, Neil, and said, why didn't I say anything? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not that nice. I'd have opened the window before I chucked you out of it.
You would have.
I'm not that nasty.
No,
I mean, the thing about it, Merce, I mean, everyone's got their problems, and it's just about facing up to it. You know, at the time, I weren't ready to face up to it. You know, I've been told me ticker weren't the best, and you know, and I'm one of them. You know, you don't like to be told, and you think you're invincible. I don't think it won't happen to me, and you know, and at the time, I reacted in the wrong way. I mean, I suppose you've had the same situations yourself.
Oh, 100%. I mean, the year before, Kate would have told me 100 times you drink too much, stop, and I'd have said, no, I don't gamble that much. Of course you do. You know, you don't see it. And that was the thing with me. A million times Kate said to me, you've got to stop drinking and gambling. And I'd go, no, I ain't doing that. And, you know, because you're thinking, if I do that, what's my life going to be like? That's all I ever do. But it is 100 times better now. There's no doubt about that. But, yeah, I could understand your reaction, 100%. You know, I was exactly the same when it was me. So, you know, I'm just glad that the old red mist come away.
I was too tired. I was too tired to fight. When I was down young, I thought, thank God he didn't stand up. I was too tired to chuck anything.
Yeah, the only thing I was thinking is, I'd definitely outrun him here. You know what I mean? I thought, if he gets up, I'm legging it. But no, I'm glad everything's getting, you know, everything's sorted, mate. I'm really pleased, honestly. I mean, best thing for you, the pacemaker.
And I'll tell you what, summed up as well, because Leah, my wife, was there and she stood by me. The next day she went, he was right, you know. Even though she stood by me, even though she stood by us, next day, you know, Merson was right, you know. Do you know what I mean? That's what it is. The people you love and you're with you, when they say it, you know, don't you?
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, Leah at the time, you know, it was sad because, you know, I could see her and she was welling up as well. And, you know, it's hard. It becomes the norm, doesn't it? That's the thing. It just becomes the norm, and that was it. Yeah. But no, you're fortunate. You know, I'm lucky. I have Kate and you have Leah, so we're fortunate. Some people don't have that situation, if I'm being honest.
To be honest, though, it's only me and you speaking. They're driving you mad during isolation, though. It takes a man to say yes, Maz. It takes a man to say yes.
If it weren't for Kate, I'd be struggling. So, no, seriously.
Good lad. Well done, Kate. Now, I know over the year, we've been on tour together, didn't we? We used to go out and do a bit of touring. But I think we used to show the funny side of the game and what we got up to. I think me and you, I think we've been asked to do, go out together and do motivational speaking and that. And I think this year, we should have a good old push at it. Me and you going out there, instead of having a laugh about our problems, try and help people. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think the thing is, you just share your experience, Neil. I mean, the thing is, you still got to have, when you have these problems, you still got to have a laugh. I mean, This is the problem. I think people think, Neil's had a pacemaker now, so he can't have a laugh, or Merson don't drink anymore, so he can't have a laugh. That ain't the thing. I think the most important thing is to see people laughing when they've been through their problems. I think if we all went around being all mopey and dull, why would people stop? So for me, I mean, we have experiences. That's the thing. I mean, we've played at the top level, and now all of a sudden we have major problems. So I mean, it could only help other people. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's like companies are like a football team anyway. I mean, you've got the manager, you've got the directors or whatever. They're sort of the trainers, they're the sort of the coaches, and then you've got the main team below them. So it's the same sort of setup as a football team to companies.
Well, exactly. If you're the CEO or the director of a company, I mean, you're only as good as the people who are working around you. And it's the same as a manager. Jurgen Klopp and people like that are only great managers because they've got great players playing for them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, and everybody goes through these problems. That's the thing. It doesn't matter who you are. Do you know what I mean? You could be a lawyer, or you could be someone who's just starting out, who's got nothing, addictions or whatever, or heart problems. It doesn't care who it takes. It doesn't care. Do you know what I mean?
We ain't got these problems because we're footballers. We were footballers. We're human.
No, exactly, and that's the thing. And it can happen to anybody. But it's when you've got experiences like us. I mean, it does help. Do you know what I mean? It does help. Yeah. I've been around schools before and talked to kids, and the teachers are going, "Wow," the kids were all sitting there and they were listening, and you're like, "Yeah." They went, "Well, like 2 weeks ago, a policeman come in and talked to them, and then they're all talking. They were not listening because the problem is that policeman hasn't been through that situation. You can't say don't take this or don't do that, because the first question the kids ask, why? What was wrong? What happened? And that is it. It's experiences. It's the experience.
Yeah.
I mean, look, your heart rate was. I mean,
130.
Resting. I mean, that's like I'd have to do probably 20 burpees to get to that.
Yeah. 20. How many could you do? 20.
20. I couldn't even do 20.
then your heart rate would be 130.
No, I do about 14. No.
Good. Are you still walking? You still doing your walking? You got.
I haven't. Not really. I go to the park now with the kids because the only thing with Freddie and Sienna, they just won't walk around. As soon as they've been like 17 steps, they want to be picked up So I've been trying to keep fit though. I mean, I have been trying to keep fit. I think it's taught me a lesson, this Harry's Heroes, is, with Luke and everything, and what he talks about is to look after yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you reckon it seriously saved your life? Do you reckon going to Harry's Heroes seriously saved your life?
Yeah, honestly, 100%. The year before, it saved my life, 100%. I was in such a bad place.
Even worse, looking back, we didn't know how, I knew you had a gamble, you had a problem and that, but watching the first, I didn't know how bad you were.
Yeah, I mean, my drinking and gambling was majorly. I mean, we were doing them bleep tests. I'd have done 2 bottles of gin the night before.
Oh, cool.
I mean, that's what I was doing. I mean, it was madness, and it's like, it definitely saved my life. There's no doubt about that. I mean, to see the lads, again, and get into that environment of people talking, and it sort of makes you open up and be honest. Yeah. And like you were, like when people going to see Harry's Heroes, when you sat in the stands and said that. It was what people were thinking was like, wow, and everybody. So I'm not going. I don't like swearing, but everybody shit themselves.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Then we were getting them tests through before in the first year, and people were having fatty livers and fat around the organs. I mean, it's scary. It's scary, and it saved my life. There's no doubt about that. And I love being around the lads and playing football.
And me, because I didn't know, I wasn't getting any pain or anything. So if whoever Harry Zero sending me to the heart specialist, heart surgeon, I would have known. I just carried on the way I was, and I could have dropped dead. So I mean, it's a lucky thing. So I think that's the message we got to pass on. You got to look after yourself.
It is, of course it is, because people see it, and they'll be like, oh, Razor's a bit big, but they won't know like the problems underneath. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the thing, because you're laughing and joking, and we like a laugh. I mean, if I didn't laugh and joke, I don't really see the point in being around, if I'm being honest. You've got to, I love the kids and everything, my wife, but you still got to have a laugh. If you can't have a laugh, I mean, that's it, isn't it? So, I think that's the important message, is to, people got to change lifestyles, but at the same time, it doesn't mean you're going to become dull.
Well, enough of that. Let's have a little look what we know best. And I know your football knowledge is meant to be, but are you missing soccer Saturday? Because I am missing soccer Saturday. I mean, the whole country is missing soccer Saturday. So how do you think what's going to happen? What's going to happen with the football? Top flight. What do you think?
I don't know. I think it's simple. I don't know, really. I just find it
won't be fair. I mean, you can't. It won't be fair to Gavin. I mean, Liverpool got to win it. I mean, if I give it to Liverpool won the league, but it's a real hard thing. I love talking about football, but it's hard at the moment because, I'm not a doctor. I'm not someone, it's not me. Do you know what I mean? Who has to go and play. Some of these players have got pregnant wives. Some of them have got older parents that might have underlining. So it's easy for us all to sit here and go, oh yeah, go out and play and entertain us. But they have a life as well. These people, these players. So it's a hard one. It's a hard one to talk about because I just don't know. Honestly, I can't wait for football to come back, but I want them all to be safe. Because it's not as easy as it was one of them like 2-3 months ago. It all started. You think, they can't cancel football, and now you're thinking, hold up. You know what I mean? It's got that serious now. You don't want to go. But I mean, what happens with the transfers? What happens if you're out of contract and say they start they finish this season in say a month's time? What happens if players are out of contract and then the signing thing when they can sign players and I mean, what happens there?
Well, no, but you're looking at players.
I mean, the transfer window opens and you ain't finished the season before.
Yeah, but you look at players that would have been on a Bosman this year, like a free transfer at the end of the season. I mean, 3 months ago they were holding a pile of threes. Now they're holding about 10i. I mean, they've got no bargaining power at all now. I mean, it's not like you can go to a club now and go, "Oh, my contract's up." You probably would have got a fortune, but now I think clubs are going to be very, very careful what they do. I mean, everybody have to be sorted. I mean, it has to be sorted sooner than later. And I only say that because we've got to start the following season.
Yeah. And
so I think you've got sooner or later let's concentrate.
I think the only thing good, if I can say good's come out of it, because everything's bad that's come out of it, but I think the only thing good that's come out of it, the Euros, you've got another year to build a team. I think Harry Kane would have been fit.
No, and I don't think Rashford would have been, and I think
Rashford would have been fit. Do you agree with me? Do you agree that another year we've got a better chance that it's been cancelled for a year?
100%. And I only say that because if Harry Kane would have gone, he would have gone, but he wouldn't have been fully fit, and nor would Rashford. But now they'll be fully fit next year, and I don't think, I've got to be honest, I don't think England have a chance if they didn't have them two.
Hey, mate, thanks for taking the time. I just wanted to thank you for what happened. You know what I mean? I didn't want you stirring, thinking, I should have got involved. It meant a lot that you had to go at me, and it's given me a kick up the arse, so thank you very much, and I love you to death.
I appreciate that. Thank you, mate. I love you. That's why I've done it. I wouldn't have, you know what I mean? Otherwise, I'd have minded my own business, but I couldn't see that. I didn't want to see that happen.
Love you.
And I'm glad you're all right, mate.
I'm all good, mate. I'm all good.
Brilliant.
Send my love to Freddie. What was your girl called? Freddie and Sienna, is it?
Sienna.
Freddie and Sienna. Love you.
Yeah. Cheers, mate. Say hello to the kids and wife. Bye, mate. Take care. Bye, Ray. Bye.